A very good morning, viewers. One of the things which we have been talking about is to have high energy, being more effective, being more clear, I would say, more curious. All this is possible if we have a good morning routine. This is something which has been emphasized by old thinkers like the Buddha, our Bhagavad Gita, Robin Sharma, if you were to look at the recent people who have talked about wonderful routines. Any great motivator will tell you that start the day well. So let's understand what could be an ideal morning routine for students. It will also be almost the same for elders, people who are office going, people who are retired also. Let's go to the next. The way you start your day determines how you live your day. This is what he says. And I have been his follower. I have also gone through a 66-day course on how to become a legend. This is what he says. The way you start your day determines how you live your day. Let's see further. Next. So the first thing is to wake up consistently. In the Indian mythology, they say that you should get up at 4 o'clock. Bit difficult, I would say, but it's not impossible. But nowadays, most of our office timings have have become 9 to 6. Sometimes it's 10 to 7 also. And therefore, sleeping before 9 p.m. may be a bit difficult. And therefore, I think the most practicable time which one can say he can get up or she can get up is 5 a.m. In fact, Robin Sharma talks about 5 a.m. club itself. If you Google it, you will find the whole book available for you to read. If we fix up a fixed time, after that you will find you can get up yourself. In fact, like today, I put my time a little after 5, but I got up at 4:55. When we consistently fix up our wake up times, our internal clock also gets fixed. The quality of our sleep is very good. This is something surprising. So you will get a deep sleep up to 5 if you're fixing up 5 most of the time. After 5, if you're really tired, you can go back to sleep. If you have slept very late, for example, previous day you slept at 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, inadequate sleep, then maybe you can put off the alarm and sleep again. But waking up consistently can be a wonderful, energizing routine. Very, very important. Before we sleep in the night, the moment we get up in the morning, our ablutions are important. Brushing teeth, flossing if you're doing that, and if needed, a shower if you're not going for any exercise in the morning. Drinking a glass of water right after waking up, preferably a bit warm, to rehydrate and kickstart our body. Give the body a signal that now we are on. It is ideal that we meditate or be silent. Anyway, the whole universe is quiet at that time, maybe by say 5:15, 5:20, when you sit down, it will be the right time for you to meditate. I personally do Vipassana 4 days a week at least. It also depends on what time I get up. The extent of minimum is 15 minutes and normally it is 30 minutes. I prefer a good time of 30 minutes, but minimum I keep is 15 minutes. And normally when you do this type of meditation, you can go for guided meditation. And there the practice of gratitude also comes in. At the end of it, you thank yourself, you thank the universe, you thank everything around you. Maybe one of the very, very powerful ways of rewiring ourselves, I would say, for a wonderful day and months to come is to write down 3 things you are grateful for. Writing down is a metaphor. Normally, what I do is that when I go for my walk, I just stop near some trees and then I look at what I'm grateful for. The wonderful atmosphere, the air which I'm breathing, in Bangalore, the wonderful weather. Need not be only the external, even the people, the smiling people we meet in the morning. Let's be grateful because we are alive. And that can reduce stress and make you and me calm. And it sets a proper tone for the day. Physical activity, very important. If you look at all the, dopamine, those type of chemicals which are released when we do certain activity, those chemicals or hormones which are secreted when we do the physical activity can help us not only physical health, for our mental health, for our sharpness, for our absorption of new things if I'm a student. So maybe I can start with light stretching. After that, do yoga, do quick workouts. If I don't have time, 20, 30, maybe skipping 500 times, jogging in the place if we don't have place outside. Otherwise, of course, jogging outside is very good. If you have built in some game like TT or shuttle, half an hour of that, fantastic level of energy throughout the day you'll have. Ideally, it looks, that if I do a lot of work in the morning, I will get tired, then I will not be able to go to office and do my jobs. It's the opposite. You have much more energy. When you start your day in your office, you are like a primed, runner, like that 100 meters runner who is ready at the starting block. You are fully primed, ready, because you have done all this. If it is possible, you should also get sunlight exposure. Part of your walking or something can be in sunlight. It can also boost your mood and it can regulate your heart rhythms, cardiac rhythms. Breakfast, I think, we always say, you should have breakfast like a king. This is what people used to say. Nowadays, few people have got on to the protein, etc. Only protein in the morning. I don't know how great that is. I can only say what is worked for me. For me, the biggest meal in the day is my breakfast. And you have to include proteins. So you could include the dry fruits here, fruits itself, whole grains rather than the fine, the white we can avoid. If you are having bread, you can have a multi-grain, rough brown bread. We can avoid some sugary food because the sugar can go, and once it goes, your energy comes down. If you're a vegetarian, then you might have to see that you include some proteins in your diet. I am a vegetarian, so for me, egg is almost every day part of my breakfast. So after all this breakfast and all that, before we start the day, maybe at 8:30, 9, after our bath, etc., maybe it's a good idea to just jot down, even if it is rough, what I want to do today. How can I take care of my mental and physical well-being today? Remember, once your day starts, possibly taking care of yourself becomes less priority. So if we start with these 2 things, maybe you can see that you will be directing yourself in a little better way because you've planned for yourself. You've planned for your success. You've planned for your energy level being good throughout the day. Buddha says, every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. What I did yesterday, not so important. What I will do tomorrow, not at all important. What I do today is most important. It is also said that the best place to be is in the present. Be in the present. Do what is best for you today. What is the best alternative? considering where you are. So I hope I have given the morning routine. You can also have a evening routine, wind up routine, which can include journaling. We thought initially, right, what we want to plan for the day, how we are going to improve ourselves. End of the day, you can end up by saying for what you have been thankful, gratitude, what happened that day, note it down. Journaling is said to be one of the best ways of winding up your day. And also, whatever challenges you faced in the day, which is also going to be captured in that journal, which possibly when next day we get up, you have a solution ready made for yourself. By having a good morning routine, you can energize yourself for the entire day. Thank you very much. There's a small article on this also given in the description. And let me give you a small secret. Along with my experience, I have also used ChatGPT for making this short article. Thank you very much.